Hey everyone, welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. When we last left off, we were doing the final investigation, the final day investigation. Now we are on the final day trial. We figured out a few things about Mr. Hammer, about like how he accidentally killed someone at one of the Studio 2, yes. And we also learned that the producer, Miss Vasquez, was using it as blackmail to keep him there, I guess, and do like low paid parts and stuff like that inside movies. And she's also part of the mafia, or at least controls a part of the mafia. And she almost got us if it wasn't for Gumshoe. But now we are on to the final day trial. Like I said, we have to try to figure out how to use all of our stuff we found on these like 3 days, or I can't remember. Yeah, 3 days I think it is, to try to I guess either pin it on her or at least make sure that Will Powers does not get caught. Okay, let's go ahead and start out the Turnabout Samurai episode 3 still. Okay, October 20th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Ah, Edgeworth, you better have some good stuff. Court is now in session. The trial of Mr. Will Powers. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of the trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. Oh, he better not say Will Powers still did it. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory in this case. He claims that the crime scene was in fact Studio 2. Today I'll call on people present at Studio 2, the trailer that day. Ooh, okay, good. So producer will be here. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Yes, very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. Ha! Edgeworth on edge. Order in the court. You may call the first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. It's probably the... Ooh, they are bringing in Miss Vasquez first. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who is present at Studio 2 trailer that day. Can she be smoking in here? Will the witness please state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez, I'm producer for Global Studio. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I think she should quit smoking. I do. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Oh, everyone. Oh, poor Edgeworth. I do feel a little bit bad for him. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Okay, calm down. Not so loud, okay, so everyone can hear. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Okay. So we're going to press her on stuff. Okay, I entered the trailer on a little before noon. Meeting began at 12. Sharp, it ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to the Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Now, those plates did not have bones on them, like the T-bone steak bone. We found Mr. Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. Oh, the judge is going to do something. Okay. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you. Take you? What does that mean? The van. There's a van at Studio 2. There is. You're correct. I had him take me in that... I thought it might be risky to walk, but with that monkey's head toppled over. Okay, so they could. She used the van to drive from Studio 1 to Studio 1. I see. Very well. Right, your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. So they could get to Studio 1 with the van. Oh my gosh, these people. Okay. What button is it to press again? Q. A little before noon. Hold it! By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. Okay, we can't get anything there. Meeting began at 12 sharp, ended at 4. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk about it a bit more. Come on, can you say something? Witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. Edgeworth, the same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. Oh my gosh. Edgeworth, can you just agree with me that we need to put her in jail? Okay. There was a rehearsal afterwards. We went to Studio 1. Okay. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. No, you didn't. No. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4. The rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Come on. Come on, Edgeworth. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Hold on. You had Sal take you. What does that mean? Oh, wait. The judge already said that. I had Sal take me to studio with the van. Okay. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. She was smoking. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Yeah, Edward. Yeah. Oops. It was a 15-minute break. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks. Okay. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. Oh my gosh, I hate her. She committed murder during that time. She wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proves she didn't eat that steak, we might have some evidence with that. Well, Nick, find anything? I kind of wish she'd said a little bit more. Okay, so we need to get to the very end. Okay, ate a T-bone steak. So, what do we have? We have the van, and we have a steak plate. That is not a T-bone. I don't think. Okay, then there's sleeping pills. 2:30, okay. Dragging a leg. You know, I think it's got to be the steak. It's got to be the steak, right? Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. Thank you, Judge. This plate was at the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you that it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. And there is no bone on there. Yet there was no bones left on the plate. Yes! Haha! Miss Vasquez! Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I guess if they eat the bone, or they take it home to their dog. I think I know how. You ate the boneless... You're eating a boneless steak. Mr. Wright, say you are right. What would that prove? Right, Your Honor. Nick, remember her testimony. Yes, sorry. Said bone, correct. I was testing you. Sure, Nick. Sorry, can I try that one more time? I think I know how. You ate the bone too! Yes! You ate the Nick, are you sure? I mean, I love steak, but I don't eat the bone. I don't eat it either. Mr. Wright, I too leave the bone. Thank you, Judge. Can I try it again? One more time. One more time. You didn't eat the steak. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. Okay, I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Meeting the Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai, yes. It makes perfect sense. Order. Are you saying... Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Oh, how does that feel, Miss Vasquez? Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Mr. Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it. Yes. Fascinating. And here I were worried that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Are we going to start a fist fight? Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was the murder weapon again? Oh, yes, the samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How would I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? Oh, wait. What if she didn't use a spear? What if instead she pushed him on the stairs? Wait. I think you could. It's not impossible. Well, maybe it's not impossible, but... Silence! I'm speaking. Edgeworth. The victim was stabbed through the chest from the front, yes? I believe this would indicate the victim was aware of the killer's presence. Now the Steel Samurai's costume is quite light and mobile. Compared to the victim, I am weaker and slower. How do we know you're weaker and slower? I couldn't possibly win such a fight. Not to mention, there is proof I did not have the spear. The photograph of the Steel Samurai shows that the victim himself was holding it. Or do you suggest I could have wrested it from him? Yeah, take that, right? Edgeworth, you're not doing crap. If you still think she did, show us proof. Hey, Nick, look at the data we have on the samurai spear in the court record. Isn't there something that gets to you? Something odd about the spear? Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Sorry, Your Honor. I'd like to take back my previous claim. Very well. I won't hold you to your claim. But I'm afraid I'll have to penalize you. Oh, no. Come on. What's this? You're taking back your claim? Let's backtrack for a moment. I want to consider whether the witness could use a spear or not. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. Yes! She pushed him. What? Good. What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. This. It's gotta be this, right? Take that! Oh, wrong, Mr. Wright. Okay. Right, okay. Here's the real evidence, Your Honor. We have the truck. We have the bone. Sleeping pills. What if it's the spear itself? I present you my proof. The so-called murder weapon. There, okay. But that is the murder weapon. Come on. Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action run-through. But someone fixed the spear. When did it get fixed? That's a good question. It was a security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? That is a good point. That is a good point. Good job, Wright. Order, order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence! Okay, who's in charge here? Okay, I'm feeling it's Vasquez. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? I can tell you. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the murder weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. You're correct with that, Judge. Very well, let's see the murder weapon. It had to be this, right? Yes! Look at this photo. What is this? Oh, yeah. What? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing on top of the stairs. She pushed him off. Yes. Order, order. If I cannot have order, this will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago, Your Honor. There was an Unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is the photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked outside. It was a close-kept secret in the studio. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it. See the fallen man in the photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? Are you saying... Yes! Yes, I quite am. What happened 5 years ago happened again. Yes! Has happened again. Beautiful done. Beautifully done. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. Yes, Edgeworth, look at you foaming in the mouth. 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Ho 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 ho, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in an evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1? No, no, no. I'm not claiming you carried it. I'm claiming that you took it by van. Return to the studio in all in space of 15 break. How could I dispose of that body? The break at the meeting lasted 15 minutes, 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Well, Mr. Wright, she had another way. Yes, what, like the van, for instance. And there was a way for her to carry that body. Interesting, let's hear it. Please show us how she carried the body. The van! Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the Studio 1 van to do it. Yes! She should not have brought up the van. Recall your testimony. There was a rehearsal afterwards, so I went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You sure did, with a dead body. You used the van to carry the body. Then before everyone else got there, you put the body in the magistrate costume. Hold on, Mr. Wright. Don't forget, it was Sal Mandela that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Mandela was a conspirator? Is there any way she could have hit it without him knowing? She would have needed help. Of course he was. The body had to be placed in the van, put into the costume. There's no way she could have done it alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. Did they throw it in the incinerator? They probably burned it in the incinerator. Yeah! It's all coming together. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win. Are you giving up that easily? I don't... Edgeworth, do you have anything? Judge? She gave up? What? So what happens next? Don't question mark me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? Edgeworth? Judge? Is she gonna say anything? Really? Who can say, oh my gosh. Huh? Are you sure I did it? Mr. Wright? We just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right? But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? No, 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 no. Don't you dare. Order. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Um, um, of course. It's as the witness says. Certainly it does seem likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you have no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? Testify again. I'd like you to testify again. Know when to give up, Mr. Wright? Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. I've already said all there is. What would happen if I said it again? You'd like to ask some questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. To come so far only to fail. Come on. As it seems, there are no further questions. I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. Edgeworth! Edgeworth is going to help me? Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. Oh, Edgeworth? Are you alright? I see. Very well. Objection! Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. Edgeworth, thank you. You are a prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does that make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating this last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly do you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed. Verily, I say, ergo. I want to hear about what happened after you found the body. After? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick, why did Edgeworth? Who knows? He's trying to help us. He probably realized she did it too. But, wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all, Edgeworth. Okay, we'll do another testimony. So, after finding the body, I was with Sal and the old bag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, old bag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying that he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and notes, then I went home. That's it? I see no issue raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Nick, we're close. Real close. She must be acting tough now. But if you put her on the spot, I'm sure she'll falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Okay, we'll try. We'll try, okay? We'll press her on as much stuff as we can. I was with Sal in the old bag, security lady. Okay, press. What time was that? 5 o'clock for the rehearsal. So I did say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manila arrive? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. Oh, she's playing with fire. Press harder. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put the hammer in the costume. Mr. Manila's help. Oh, what did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing bodies into costumes? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy. Boy! The witness will continue. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember. Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm? You certainly seem to be calm enough. Press harder. Wait a second. Wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around? What do you mean? You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? That's, I guess, yeah. I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez? Logically speaking, perhaps, but no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, Without his steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing. I suppose that explains that. Very well, continue. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. What was everyone else doing at the time? Yeah, good question. No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. Yep, no one said anything. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived. Sorry, I'm late. Then, silence. Dead silence. Poor Powers. Dead silence, yes. Hey, Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. Okay, so she was saying he did it. Old bag, security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She saw him going towards Studio 1. Press harder. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? She seemed to have given the detective a photograph. Okay. She's not known to exhibit the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything there I can use. I asked to be left out of proceedings. You asked to be left out. Yes. Seems that everyone else was questioned. And I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. So you could just not be questioned. But you can't just decide who the police will question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in the meeting, there was no way for us to be involved in this. So covered for you or covered for you? There must have been a lot of writing on that. Pretty sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. Okay, went back to the trailer to get her stuff. The script and your direction notes. Yes, they're valuable. Press harder. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? That's a good point, yeah. Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. She didn't know the murder happened until after. Very well. Ms. Vasquez, please continue. Edgeworth, thank you. Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Exactly! Thank you, Edgeworth. Think. Ms. Vasquez said you didn't bring the script because the rehearsal... You wouldn't have a rehearsal because of the murder. But you would not have known about the murder until you got there. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio 1. Yes! Thank you, Edgeworth. I caught it, Edgeworth caught it, Miss Vasquez did not. Order. Mr. Edgeworth, what have you just said? In a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking about a career change to defense? I appreciate your concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of however the court sees my role here. Now, Ms. Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me, yes. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well. Okay. She'd like to change her testimony. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left him behind. Press. How do you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal, he told me. You have to find something to peg her. Or everything we've done till now will be wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Okay, I was with Sal. Okay. What time was that? Oh wait, we've already pressed this. Yep, we've already gone full circle. Assistant was there. Immediately called the police. Security lady, old bag, pointing at Power, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of proceedings. Went back to the trailer for my script. I knew that Hammer was injured. Is there anything we can give for that? Ooh, wait. I know. Okay. So, she says that Hammer was injured. It was actually Powers that was injured. So if we present our photo here. Yeah, okay. You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was a Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Exactly. There we go. Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending. One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why do you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. No. Mr. Manila was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez. You saw Hammer limping. You didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. But wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. Yes, exactly. He was pretending to be Powers. And when was he doing this? Well, it would have to have been after he put the Steel Samurai costume on and went to Studio 2 where he was murdered. Exactly. Thank you. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Good. Order. I will have order. Witness, can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Miss Vasquez. What if she just says nothing? Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death, nothing. Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed that victim? If there's a reason, does the defense have anything? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? I can prove it. I present to court the evidence, Miss Vasquez's motive to murder. The picture. It has to be the picture. Or could it be the head? No. It has to be this. This is my proof. Blackmail. This is the photo from before. This is the photo revealing the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom, his guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used the Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day, Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here. Yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It also almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. Judge, shut up. Please shut up, Judge. According to what you said, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. I never got rid of useful men. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. What? She had no motive. I don't think I have anything for her. Okay, let's see. She has no motive. She had no motive, Your Honor. It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's this now? It was simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. That actually makes sense. Oh, this is samurai music. What? Your Honor. Jackhammer drugged Powers with sleeping pills. Stole his costume. Wore it, fooling the security lady. Met with he met with Miss Vasquez at the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him for all those years. Oh, she's fuming. Oh gosh, she broke her. She's done smoking. That's good. That's good. So you did it, didn't you? Yes, I'm guilty. It was me. She gave up. I was expecting someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're late. Ah, Miss Vasquez. What? What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel. Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No. How could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene, and no. Don't touch him. No. Oh, please don't die. She gave in. She admitted her guilt. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. Wow. Okay, that was a little anticlimactic. Mr. Edgeworth, where's D. Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm and collected as ever. I see, Mr. Wright. It appears you have brought about another miracle. Thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well, if this court finds the defendant, Will Powers, not guilty. Ha 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 ha. Confetti! Yeah. That is all. This court is adjourned. Beautiful. Beautifully done. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez. But to think that he tried to frame me for the murder. It makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me, why did Hammer want to blame me? What type of evidence would we have for that? I don't know if we have anything. Oh, wait. Because the Samurai Scrapbook. He was jealous. That seems right. Because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was Steel Samurai. Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kid's show as a villain. Kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him any time. I think you're missing the point here, Will. Yeah. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. Congratulations, WP. Yeah. Oh! Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into the sweaty costume and... Actually, there's a lot that has happened. Is something wrong? No, of course not. Nick. Edgeworth. Edgeworth, don't give me that look. Say something right. I'm not good at small talk. What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't have to waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if it had been for you. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Edgeworth is? I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better if we had not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? You only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. Edgeworth, no! That's what I came here to tell you. Next court case, man. Mr. Wright, was that guy your friend? What friends? As if. They're rivals. Rivals, right, Nick? For now, we are, I guess. Ah! Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick. Tell me, what's the deal with Edgeworth? Oh, backstory? Backstory, please? And so the curtains closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing the accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its program change. They went back to making kids shows again. Good! Still samurai. Oh. The Pink Princess. Nick, this is it. The new show starts today. We're going to watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant, okay? Fine. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? That's WP? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world really is ready for the real willpowers. I agree with that. I agree with that. The end. Ah, another happy ending. That was good. That was good. There we go. Complete episode. Okay. So clear episode 3. And now we are on to episode 4. What was it called? Save. Save. The Turnabout Goodbyes. Okay. So we finally finished the Turnabout Samurai. We saved Will Powers. Edgeworth kind of became our friend there in the very beginning and helped us out, which really surprised me. Even Detective Gumshoe helped us out, okay, with Miss Vasquez and the Mafia. Everyone is starting to turn a new leaf. I'm enjoying this. But yeah, next time we'll start with the Turnabout Goodbyes. I think the Turnabout Samurai might be one of my favorite ones. That was very interesting. I liked it. The very beginning was kind of slow, but everything else was really good. I hope episode 4 continues on pretty good. So anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys next time when we start about episode 4, the Turnabout of Goodbyes. So, bye-bye.